example is about a young man named Mike. He just turns 18, he goes buys a lottery ticket, and he wins $1 million. He says to himself, I don't think I ever want to work. I think I want to live off my interest. Let's see if he can. He goes ahead, he figures a few things out, but he decides he wants to make. He can live on $40,000 a year. If he can bring in enough interest to make $40,000 a year, he'll be happy. So let's go ahead and see if this is possible. All right, Mike decides that he's going to take the $1 million and he's going to invest it in two different accounts. One is going to be a certificate of deposit, and he's going to get a whopping 6%. And the other is going to be just a money market account, and he's going to get 3% every year on the amount of money that he puts in that one. Okay. So let's say he puts D dollars in the higher rate, the 6%. Let's take a look at what would happen here. Let's set this up using some function notation. The amount that he earned is going to depend on the number of dollars that are placed in the various accounts. So this would be E of D, amount earned, is a function of D. All right, we said he's going to put D into the 6% account. Okay? So 6% written as a decimal is 0.06. So we're going to multiply all those dollars times 0.06, and that'll give us the interest on those dollars. Now, at the 3%, let's see, he's put D of the million in at 6%, so how much is left? He's already used up D, so there is 1 million minus D dollars left to be invested at 3%. So there is the function to describe how much he's going to earn in 1 year's time. Okay? Now, we said that he could be a happy camper if he makes $40,000 a year. So we want this whole function to turn out to be 40,000. So we're going to put 40,000 right there. I'll put a dollar sign so that we don't lose track of what we're really looking at here. He wants to make $40,000. All right, now we've got to go ahead and solve this equation. And this one's a little bit more complicated than the one we just did. We're going to have to go ahead and distribute, first of all, and then we'll see if we can add any like terms. Then once it's cleaned up like that, we'll go ahead and we'll solve it. Okay, so let's go ahead and distribute. 3/100ths times a million. Well, let's see, that's just going to be a 3. And we'll take off 2 decimal places here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be a 3 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros after it. So that would be 30,000 minus 0.03 D. All right. Now adding like terms, here we have 600ths D, and here we have minus 300ths D, which will give us 300ths D plus 30,000. Okay. Then we're going to subtract 30,000 from both sides of the equation. Minus 30,000. And that'll give me, let's see here, 10,000 is equal to 0.03 times the amount of dollars at 3%. Well, all we have to do now to find the amount of dollars, we're going to go ahead and divide by 0.03. All right. And when we do that, we're going to get a repeater. We're going to get $333,333.33 equals D. Now, that is the amount of money that is to be invested at 6%. And if we take this now and subtract it from $1 million, we'll get the amount to be invested at 3%. So subtracting from $1 million, we will get 666,666 And now if I write 66 cents here, it won't add back to $1 million, so I'm going to round up to 67 so that you can see these two dollar amounts do add to $1 million, and this is the amount that's going to be invested at 3%. If he does it like this, he's guaranteed to generate $40,000.
Yo, it's Matt Mixer. Everybody